my love. It's very sweet. I think that's everything. See if we can turn this on. Turn off notifications. 5 hours. In case somebody calls me. Okay, guys, you know the drill. We have the content creator meeting going. And if you got questions to ask them, ask here on the side. Also, feel free to gossip. Because, you know, that's what we do. Let me see. So here I am. Anybody here? 5 people. Hey, y'all. I'm going to go and get me a seltzer water. So I'll be right back. Ah, ooh, it's Dan. Hang on. Waddle, 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 waddle. There we go. Sorry. As a bug, I by default love Dan Linden the most. Okay. Ugh, that guy. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but I'm totally bragging. I love the way my dresses work. So they bend so nicely, ever so nicely. Just don't look at the back. Post. There's our catfish.
Hey folks, sorry I'm late. Can you hear me okay?
Sounds good.
Alright, I just got distracted talking to people on Slack and looked up and was 5 minutes late. So let's see, what's going on here? We've got mate, I think it's mate F is in RC now. That includes fixes for the voice viewer, fixes from the voice viewer, which should reduce dropouts. I've been thinking about I would be running that now, but I'm not. So if we get dropouts, I'll just blame on that. And so we're going to hopefully be promoting that soon. The next promotion will probably be either Mate F or LMR5, which has some graphics fixes that we've had in the pipeline for a while. A few other things going on now. Let's see, just pulling up the list. So, yeah, after whatever goes up next, maybe that'll be Mate F. The next promotion will probably be the viewer UI changes. That's mostly kind of usability-oriented changes. Some of them are intended to help with new users, but I think generally they should make things a bit clearer for everybody, hopefully. I think that'll be the next one probably coming out. We have a few other things going on. There's LMR6, which contains more graphics bug fixes. That will be coming out sometime after 5. I think there's still a little bit of work going on with bugs for that. Let's see, we've got a colony here.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to talk about where we are with the graphics work?
Yeah, like you mentioned, LMR5 is just waiting its turn. It's waiting its turn to come out for release, and LMR6, most significant thing that happened recently was Tommy put in a fix for the UV islands bug that I know people here have been concerned about for a long time. This is an old issue, and I think a few people here may have helped contribute to that fix as well. It had to do with there's a particular algorithm for aligning tangents that everyone sort of, it's just a sort of a consensus on how to align your tangents, and there's a fix in LMR6 to get us aligned with that. Yeah, MIKK. Yeah, exactly. So LMR6 will have that fix in it, and hopefully seams will become less prominent at that point.
Okay, thanks. Let's see what else. Viewer profiles are back. This is the legacy profiles viewer. That's getting a bit of a cleanup pass on the UI side. I think we have the design work done on that. Just simply talking about the changes that are proposed. Though I don't think any of that should be a huge project, so hopefully we'll have a viewer with those changes in a state that we can put it out for evaluation as a project viewer or RC longer. Let's see what else. The simplified cache viewer 519. It originally got pulled because of a bug, and that's been floating around waiting to get back in RC for a while. We've gotten some submissions for various suggested improvements, so those have been getting pulled in along the way. I think it's more or less in a steady state now, so it should be coming out pretty soon. Let's see, another long-running one is the Apple motorization fixes that I hope will be coming out in RC before too much longer. I've mentioned in other meetings, but we're getting to the point where we've got a heck of a lot of viewers in flight, and we're probably going to have to do some process tweaks to get into a state where we can get the work released faster, maybe sort of merging RCs while they're still in flight or something. How we're going to do that is under discussion. Of course, it's going to depend on the particular RCs, whether that's a good idea or not. Oh yeah, there was a CF update in the works. That apparently fixes quite a few long-running issues, so that various services that you connect to, through the in-world browser, should work now. I saw that I think like Twitch chat and some things like that are supposed to be working now, so. Hopefully that should make some folks happy when we get that out too. And I mentioned voice stuff already that's going into main F, so that should be coming out pretty soon. Has anybody tried out main F since the voice stuff went into it? I'm curious if, internally we've seen a lot of improvements with getting fewer dropouts, but I haven't really seen any feedback from the at large. Anyway, if you do have issues with voice dropouts, suggest you give it a try and see if it helps. It's basically a fix that runs at the on the side of the person who's actually talking. So if your voice is getting dropped and you use this viewer, you should get rid of behavior. Other people are getting dropped and use. Oh well, I did say I wasn't using the right viewer. Crash review the teleport. I haven't seen that myself. Anybody else having trouble? Okay, if Simon and Ryder are aware that they're the folks who would be figuring out the problem is, so that's good. No, I don't have any update on the DD, although I know they're still looking at it.
I do know that large inventories can cause the login to a DD to fail. So if you can log in once in a while and want to delete a bunch of your inventory, that might help on a DD. That is definitely just a workaround.
I love Dan's voice. But shh, don't tell him. He'll stop talking.
Except for Drink's advice, you should check the release notes for various meat releases. You should have recipes.
Is the what do you call it? Is the stuff not going through? Can y'all not hear what they're saying? Okay.
I don't know about that back. Usually if we have crashes on exit, they're most likely to turn up in the bug spot reports that we get.
Yeah, because usually they're just waiting for some explosive black lady to start going off about something. But little do they know, I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have anything to say. I don't have no problems with it. I mean, they're breaking my cache viewers, so that's that. They gave us a
Yeah,
timeline on it.
that's
I don't
something
have
for the
anything else
future.
to think
That's
about.
quite a long ways from anything that we would be able to implement right now, just because of the complexities of the way the grids work. We've kind of got there's still a lot of manual tweaking needed to
She
keep
grew
this
up.
particular grid working. And one sort of thing we've kind of dreamed of for a long time would be to have a set of tools so you could basically like create a grid on the fly. Um, with all of the services it needs. And if we could do something like that, then it would be a feature that we could discuss. We're still a fair distance away from that. There's still a lot of disparities between different grids and a lot of manual configuration needed to working as well as they do. Yeah, it makes sense. So you're thinking about it as a kind of a separate grid for building, right? I mean, the other thing we get sometimes is people are interested in a sort of changing room where you can like tweak your avatar appearance without kind of being in a public setting. So sometimes we get into discussions about ways to possibly approach that too. That's a little different.
Maybe.
I see. So yeah, I mean, I agree that would be a really neat thing, but unfortunately we're far enough from it that it probably would be particularly helpful to try to keep it open right now. Things change, then that's something we might want to talk about. I'm not sure I have yours.
Oh, I was supposed to swipe that catfish and turn him into a mesh avatar. But for some reason I didn't. Nope. Trying not to argue.
Well, the names of objects to be uploaded in the link sets. So what would that be good for? You give me a name for the whole link set, not names for the individual prims inside it. These individual prims, what do they even mean?
I'm trying. Damn, I'm like, boo, Maya.
You actually are trying to edit the link set and look at the individual components and learn where each piece came from or whatever. Okay. Is there an established convention for what field we should be using for that? I mean, is it just a matter of saying, implement so-and-so, or do we have to whatever it is first? Yeah, I mean, I know we'd have to add something to the LST, but I mean, in terms of like the Collada file, is there a standard for kind of where the per prim name info would go? Okay.
I just had a legit question to ask, and then I started playing with this plastic, and I forgot.
It can be split into multiple prims if there's a lot of triangles too, right? So we would need to like generate a name automatically from that, foo1, foo2, and so forth.
Oh.
We could just change the default to say mesh with a lot of triangles. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
That pretty much covers all of them.
No, it's just boring as all get out.
And it seems like a decent idea that wouldn't be a huge project. As usual, I would encourage you to submit a feature request, Jira. Also tell me if you try to submit a feature request Jira and it doesn't work. I know we've had some issues with that. We've been getting some weird looking Jiras coming in recently.
Yes,
Right. Copy your text that you've put in the description before you submit, because it might erase it.
Ain't nothing that I got to argue about.
Slots, not easily. That's one of those things that's sort of baked into, literally baked service stuff. Into a bunch of places. So if there's a burning need for more slots for particular needs, we need a proposal for why it's a big deal, but it would have to be a really big deal because it would be a project to make that happen. We'd have to create a new type of universal, I think, to be able to use the new slots and then change the base service and all kind of fun and games.
Boo. It's because, some avatars, when you're trying to attach the Bakes on Mesh system to it, and you want to apply your head. Remember we had that problem before when we were trying to, what was it? Dang it, I forgot. we attached the head slot to the mesh, and we got the transparent little thingy-majig for the eye, because it makes the texture for the head texture. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. You know, the thing, and that makes the thing go.
Yep.
Jeez.
Sounds vaguely familiar. But
Yeah, I think that the eyebrow texture is embedded in the head texture.
That. So because of that, you got two issues. One, you don't have transparency in the head slot, and the one transparent slot you do will create a transparent triangle in some of your avatars, depending on the way the UV is. So anyway, you have to use an aux slot or the head slot hair if you want stuff to work. So it was like, can we have an extra slot to make up for the slot we have to give up to get proper transparency?
aux slots and double aux slots or something.
Yes.
Extra extras.
Well, the eyebrows aren't. Well, I understand why people make eyebrows differently, because you get to change, the texture for the avatar's eyebrows without having to create a whole new skin. But for me, with my cats, their transparency was wrong, so I had to use the hair slot in order to do it. Yeah, I say eyebrows, but I meant eyelashes. I always get those two mixed up. I know they're totally different, but it always happens. Like with my anime avatars, they got a big triangle, and the eyelash is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just like its own little piece of mesh content that lives. Yeah, maybe it's in the head instead of the eye or something. So, oh yeah, I hear you. I can imagine it could be useful to have more slots, but it would be a tough one to do. So, just question of convincing enough people that it's a big deal.
So you're saying I got to make a PSA on why we need more slots, and then get people to mass report this with me? Sign this JIRA, everyone. We need more slots. Sailor Zero says.
Nothing to lose but your eyelashes.
Slots. Yeah, because we lost that slot, you got people, like if you were trying to add bakes on mesh nails or something like that, and like, oh well, they go on aux 2, and then you put aux 2 on, and then that's your face on another avatar, so it overwrites that, which sucks.
Yeah, no, also, unfortunately, we've got a whole lot more JIRAs than we have people at this point. We don't actually collect JIRAs just so we can laugh at them, but we do have a lot.
Lies! I refuse to believe it. Look at this one, y'all. She wants bigger prims.
We stick JIRAs in a cage and poke at them with sticks.
Speaking of which, how is that big prim upload thing going?
We had some internal discussion on that one. I need to kind of consolidate the comments on it. It's the usual thing where there's a lot of concerns about abuse vectors, though.
Which I still say is baloney, because people can crash a sim with a giant avatar. I don't mean like in size or anything, but I mean like these designer avatars that are 120K. A bunch of them in a small space is more abuse than a giant prim could ever be.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's the only possible form of abuse, just that there's concern that it might be adding another.
If they attach it to their head and walk around with it, then just de-render it. See, now that's the Second Life problem, isn't it? They should make you able to de-render stuff. Quality of life improvements?
Okay, I'm confused about this submodel names thing because it claims that it's done. The internal JIRA says it says it was resolved in 2019.
Booze me, woman.
Wait a minute. Change mesh upload to preserve scene file object names when a full link set is uploaded. Yeah, past QA, September of 2019. As part of, let me see which viewer it was. Mesh uploader improvements 482 and Vinsanto 490. Oh wait, it also says there's no server support yet. It looks like maybe it's waiting on that. Alright, okay, yeah, there's a there's a tier that's still open for the simulator side work for this.
Lady, please, I know it's boring. This is what creators gotta go through. No wonder why nobody wants to be it.
Okay, I'll ask the server folks about it. Can I point you to git commit? I don't know if I can. It's let's see. That was before we switched to Git, wasn't it?
Maybe.
So
September of 19, we were Mercurial.
yeah, that link doesn't work. If you search the repo for SL-1105, that should find the commits.
Hey, Axel. Oh, man. Sure, that bus ride is a hell of a lot more exciting than this meeting. Speaking of which, hey, you Lindens. So how much progression is it going to take before we're able to have color names back again? Since we're going retro and bringing back legacy names. I know, and it sucks. So when are you guys going to import that into the main viewer so it can be a shared experience? Maybe.
I don't know the history on that one. What kinds of name
So
numbers did you have?
back in the day, we used to be able to have different color name tags based on what viewer you were using. But then they decided that that was a violation of the shared experience. You know, if person couldn't have it, then that person couldn't have it. And then they had this whole people get bullied because they're not wearing the right color tags. You know, like those old gangster war things of the 90s. I still remember Jessica Lyons' video. I was shocked that people were bullying me because I had a green tag instead of a red one. But then they took that off. But it was a fun thing to have, to see everybody with different colors being able to help people based on whatever view they had. It was up there with using the customized particle dot thingies. You had a pretty color tag and you had pretty color particles. But then they stopped.
I don't think that would probably be doing the coloring by viewers, although if there was just a general support for, you can set your color. I don't know, maybe that would be a separate discussion, I guess.
Yeah, I don't mean by viewer. That's lame. I understand the bullying by viewer thing, but just being able to set your own color of your tag would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to set a color doesn't seem like it's inherently, doesn't seem like it would have the same kinds of issues, but I don't know that I've heard any discussions about it.
Blah.
Yeah, it could be a mess to look at if people got too carried away, but welcome to the world, I guess.
See you, Shug. Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's just a suggestion. With everything going kind of retro with legacy names, I thought, hey, why not?
Yeah, we could have like a GeoCities mode or something. Colors everywhere. Name tag, I think I looked into that a little while ago, and it turned out that it was just tied to, I don't know, it was just like offset from the head bone or something, so, unless you're willing to dislocate your head, you probably can't really customize it very well currently. So if I was redoing the skeleton, I'd probably add a name tag bone or something so it can be positioned independently, but we're not really set up for that right now.
Right now? Does that mean that later y'all want to mess with the skeleton?
Well, I mean, we get requests. As I say, I don't think it's very high on the list right now, but there's always, cool stuff out there that we could potentially do someday.
I'm still...
Yeah, so I'm not even positive that's right. I know I looked it up, but I could be misremembering. I think it was either... yeah, I think it was probably head, might be skull.
I ain't messing with that question. I already opened myself up for that once before.
Yeah, well, we don't say never because we don't know that something's going to happen never, right?
I'm still champion for sleeve bones. Come on, kimonos.
Well, if the sleeve's long enough to cover your hands, you can use the finger bones, right?
No, no, no.
No, people want all the bones, man.
Finger bones on the Oh my gosh. That's like the dumbest thing I heard since that dude over there suggested using hind legs on a dress. Yes, skirt bones.
Let's see. We had a question about land impact calculations. Sort of. One piece of that project is the performance floater, and we are going to be starting work on that soon. So that will ultimately be a piece of ArcTan that'll be coming out as its own thing. So initially it'll just be showing you the rendering cost. The next step is actually updating the rendering cost calculation. The land impact, the server side thing is farther down the road. I don't that part's not going to be happening right. But the other stuff is kind of pieces that you need first before you can tackle that. I don't have ETA. Sorry. One piece of that is just about to start development, and the others are not currently being worked on. So it's a little early to say.
We got a question from.
There's nothing's going to happen in the immediate future on that. Oh yeah, go ahead, bud.
We got a question from one of our online viewers who wants to know when or if Second Life is going to update their physics for clothing. Yes.
Yeah, I mean we don't really have physics for clothing now. I'm not sure what they're looking for there.
Like, I would say like MMD like physics where fabric bounces.
Yeah, we don't have any current plans for that.
Okie doke. Y'all heard him. Oh, please. That's like the minimum with these people. Blueberry. We never get it. I don't accept.
I love the idea of your building turning into an imposter. You're actually building is sus.
Me either, but it is how it is.
Yeah, Inner Open Floater is initially being used for this guidebook thing that we're adding, which is going to be presented in Linden Regions. There's again, obviously you've heard this before, but there's a concern about abuse potential if people are getting slammed with lots of floater requests in more general settings. So I think we'll be seeing how it goes with the the guidebook stuff initially, and then might cast the net wider at some point.
This is actually pretty useful. I'm gonna save that. I might use it as a spackle thing. Can anybody even access it?
Yeah, Sansar is part of another company now, so I haven't heard anything recently about what they're up to. As far as I know, they're still doing their thing.
Wow, there's more cans over here. Gotta keep hope alive. Because MMD is an ancient game, get miles ahead. Yeah, totally right. But MMD is newer than Second Life. So you gotta at least give it that. It's old, but it's got newer technology. Okay, what else do I need to use? Second Life has Flexi here. Flex. These need to go away. Go away. And I don't need this. And I don't need that. Just put this over here, I guess. Do y'all have any other questions y'all want me to ask them before the meeting is over? After this, I might do another one. Oh man, it's so much work to do today. I won't even have time to play. Bigger Sims. Oh no, wait, did I crash? Hi, we have another question from online. Okay, so question is there any talks of Bigger Sims?
Bigger in the sense of holding more stuff, or bigger in the sense of like more meters wide?
Oh wait, I don't know. I'll ask him. Land size.
Land size, okay, yeah. We've had some discussions about that. It would be neat. It would also be kind of tricky because where everything we do now is very much based on the idea that there's this regular square grid and everything is the same size, and it's easy to figure out who your neighbors are and so forth. It's possible that we'd look into that more at some point, but it's definitely kind of a serious project that we're not working on currently. Oh, there's lots and lots of x equals 256 in the code. Or, bit math or whatever that amounts to the same thing.
Did you hear it? Hope that helped. It's not a no, not a yes.
Yeah,
a
it's
solid
very
maybe.
Much,
sure.
It's
Sure.
a very low-level code based on the assumption that we know exactly what the spacing is and that we know it's a power of 2 and so forth. Alright, well, looks like we're about at time for today. Thanks for coming, everybody. Good talking with you. And we'll keep you posted on the latest and greatest.
Look at I'm trying to scoot out 5 minutes early. We got 5 minutes of question. Thanks, Veer. See you, Dan. He said bye to me.
Somebody needs to give Dan a makeover.
Never. That's his traditional look.
One, that's just so wrong. Just so wrong.
I'm a bug. All bugs love Dan. It's a rule. When you start living at Bug Island, you have to love Dan. And then you have to have the Dan Linden bear.
Okay then. It always makes me wonder if the Lindens actually ever live in the world, or well, maybe they put all their energy into their other avatars we don't know about. It took me a minute to figure out if Dan was the zombie or if the other one. Anyway, have a good one, all.
See you later, Gator. The after parties used to be quite lively. Now they're quiet. Well, looks like it's back to work causing mayhem. See y'all later, okay? Take care and good luck on your projects. Why so many redheads? Summer's coming. Alright, so I'm going to go back home. Nothing really here. Also, y'all, need to introduce you to why things have been going so smoothly here in my sim. It's because we have the wise Mads Head. As he gazes up into the sky with his dead eyes, he gives and radiates wisdom and hope. Plus, it's good for smooching. Look at them lips. Smooch. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing. I have to get back on that anime tutorial and then some other tutorials. Since those have to be text, they're more labor intensive than intensive. They are. How am I getting typos in voice? They are more labor intensive than doing a video one. Plus, I just learned something new in the middle of writing up the tutorial. So I have to delete some stuff and then go over it again and add that new information in. So I see y'all later. I'll be in the Discord. Feel free to chat with me. And if I don't respond, I'm not ignoring you. Oh, that was quick. second picture looks more like something that'll be good. Alright, see you guys later. Love you. Mwah. Have a good day. Be safe, yes.